So to start with, we are going to look at how you open the app. So you want to try and find the app InShot on the Apple Store and open it in your phone. Do not pay for anything, just click the little X in the left hand corner and then click the video button, and it will bring me to the page where you select your video. Only select a few here and we can add a few more later on. Once you've selected all your footage, it will bring it into the play bar. I want quite short cuts here, so you click the footage that you want and it will come up with a white bar around it with 2 arrows on the end. To trim it, you want to just drag the left or the right arrow inwards and it will trim it to where you want it. As you can see, I've done this multiple times here, so just click the footage that you want. You see the 2 white arrows come up, and then just drag it to where you want it to stop. Don't forget to keep on watching back your footage to make sure that it's okay. Another way that you're able to trim your footage is either by double tapping the clip that you want to edit or clicking the footage and pressing the little scissors button. Here it's exactly the same, but you'll just see the whole clip in your play bar and you just drag the 2 arrows again as to where you want it to be and then click the little tick button. For my footage, I decided that I actually wanted to repeat a clip but just have it a different part. So to add a clip, you need to click the little plus button in the bottom left hand corner and click video/photo and select the images again. Nice and simple. I then just trimmed this extra footage using the 2 arrows. I found that the image was too long on my play bar, so I used the scissors icon to make it easier so I could see the whole clip. Again, do not forget to keep watching back your footage so you know whether to cut a little bit more off or you need a little bit more extra footage in there. It's really important that you keep watching it back and back and back. After I'd finished that, I wanted to add a few more clips to edit, so I went down to the bottom left hand plus button, added the video and the photos that I wanted to add. When adding clips, don't forget to have your cursor in the right place where you want them to be added. So if the white line's at the end of all your footage, the footage will be added to the end, and if it's at the beginning, like I did here, they'll be added to the beginning. And then began trimming them all to the right sizes. I wanted this to be quite short and snappy to be at the beginning of the video, so all the clips are quite short. But don't worry, if you accidentally add in a clip that you don't want to use, just select it and have that white border around it, and then if you slide across the little icons, you'll see a delete button with a bin icon. Just click that and it will disappear for you. To make it easier, I only added a few clips at a time because it's easier to add clips afterwards. So this is just me adding a few more clips in. And then I got trimming once again. So select the clip, see the white arrows either side, and just slide them in until you want the right footage is there for you. And then click the little tick button or actually edit it on the play bar. I actually found that one of my clips was actually the wrong way around. So here, to rotate a clip, you select the clip that you want to rotate, slide across, and you'll see a rotate with a little arrow, and just click that until it's the right way round. For my rummy cub scene, I wanted it to be quite fast and quite time lapse style footage. So I selected the image and then clicked the speed icon with like a little timer. This is where a little orange slider will come up. I slided it all the way to 100, which will speed it up really quickly, or you can have it halfway and it'll double time. And that's how you make it look time-lapsey. After this, I just added a few more clips in. And when adding in clips, don't forget that to have your little cursor. I then got all my footage in and trimmed it all up. So I now have the basic footage as the way I want it and how long I want them to be. We now move on to voiceover and sounds. So to add a voiceover, you need to go to your music icon, which has got a little musical note above it. To click the record button and allow access to microphone, and this will count down your little record icon. Recording is actually in real time, so as you see your footage, you're able to speak over the top of it. I didn't want anything at the start, so I just waited for a little bit before I started speaking later on. And then when the time came, I began to speak. If you go wrong, that's okay. You can delete the voiceover and start again. And if you've already spoken over your videos, I just wasn't confident enough to do so, you can just use the sound from your original footage. Now you just treat your sound bar as if it were your play bar, so you'll get the little white arrows at either end. This is where you can trim it or cut it or do whatever you want with it. So I decided that I wanted actually to trim the beginning silence off, so I used the left hand arrow to trim that. Now you can see me adding a few more voiceovers in. So I just went to the part of the footage that I wanted the voiceover to be in, clicked the record button, it counted down, and then you start speaking. Moving on to music and volume, you want to click the music icon again and you'll see the tracks icon with the little plus next to it. If you click that, it will come up with various of tracks. You just select the one that you feel is appropriate for you. As you can see, I went through quite a few. Don't worry, don't pay for anything. There's free ones that you can use. All you have to do is download it to the cloud and then you're able to use it. So I just selected the one that I thought was the right style for my vlog. This will then appear as a purple soundbar in your play bar. As I wanted the music to be a little bit more higher than the original clip sounds and my voiceovers to be louder, I adjusted the volume of my original clips so that they were quieter but you could still hear them. To do this, all you have to do is double click on the clip that you want and you'll see a sound bar come up and it'll be at 100%. You just move that little dot to the left and click the tick button. You can also edit from this panel the other clips. So if you just select the next clips, then you're able to adjust the volume, or you can go back and click on the individual clips again. I found that when the voiceover started, you couldn't really hear it, and I wanted the music to be lower, more quieter. So I got my icon where I wanted the music to be split, and then clicked the split button, and it split the music in half. This meant that I was able to make the music quieter for the second half, and for the beginning to be louder. I actually wanted to edit some of the music. I found that there was like a little drop and it worked really well with the footage that I had. So I just split it and then used the little arrows to shorten the gap a little bit and then put them back together. This made that gap a little bit shorter and the drop in a better place. As you can see, I adjusted quite a lot of the clips just through this quick and easy way. And then once I got to another clip that was too loud, I just selected it and rearranged the volume. I then just went through and made sure that all the volumes were the right levels and that you could hear the voiceover over the music and the clip original sounds under the voiceover and the music. As for adding graphics, there's a little text icon, so select the clip that you want the graphics to be over, click the little text icon and begin typing the text that you want. So I chose 180 degrees. You can also change the colour and the font on this as well, and then click the little tick button once you're done. You're also able to adjust the size with the little arrow in the right hand corner and move it around by just holding it and moving it around a little bit, and then you can slide and see how long you want it for, just like the clips with the 2 white arrows, and see how whereabouts you want it on the screen. This is me just adding a bit more text. So I added 260 grams times 4 eggs. This is for my demonstration. I then added a few more later on as well. Here I'm just making sure that it's in the right place and then adding a colourful one. So here I've got 260 grams of caster sugar, and as you can see, you can't really see the text. So as I made it shorter, I chose the colour that was right to be able to see it better over the background. I chose orange because you could see it in the white and the black. This is just changed with the little colour wheel. I then just added a little thanks for watching note at the end, just because it's nice. And then saving and exporting your footage. So to open up your footage, you just need to click the video and the white box. Then to save your footage, there's just a little arrow in the top left corner. Just click that and it will go back and it will say save to drafts. To export, you want to click the little download button, so it's like half a square with an arrow facing upwards, and click save. And this may take a little while to save. There'll be like a clock of doom with the percentage going up, and then it'll be in wherever your camera roll is, and it will be saved as a final footage.